It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero War Central, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Daredevil and where she lives on my tier list for the Facebook version of the game. Now, we're doing two different versions of Daredevil tier list discussion because how different they are on mobile as compared to Facebook. In today's video, like I mentioned earlier, is the Facebook version. We'll put out the mobile version later on this week. But let's talk a little bit about Daredevil. So she is a marksman. As most marksmen, their main stat is agility. Not only does she have armor penetration, but she also has critical hit, which is very rare to have both, but, you know, kind of cool. So Daredevil recently underwent a nice update on mobile. She did get a little bit of an update on Facebook, but not as good. It's based mostly around this fire damage, this burning damage over time. So Big Bada Boom is her ultimate ability, and this throws a bomb at the center of the enemy team. The explosion deals damage to the affected enemies, setting them all on fire for 7 seconds and pushes them away. This is really effective for countering enemy ultimates. If you can time it correctly, you can effectively stop an enemy's ultimate from happening. Kind of fun there. Discharge, green ability, electrocutes the nearest enemy, dealing damage. Usually the tank, usually maybe the warrior, maybe the secondary tank. The target and other enemies close to them are stunned for 1 second, and their attack speed and movement speed are decreased for 3 seconds. So a nice 1 second stun. Attack speed slowing down for 3 seconds is nice. Low damage, but I mean, it's kind of good. This is one of the abilities that was, I mean, most of these abilities were changed, but this ability was only changed just a little bit, and it makes you wonder, you know, why do we care about movement speed? I'm not sure. Maybe the knockback from the ultimate ability. I don't really know. Blue ability is Firefight. Fires an incendiary shell at the nearest enemy, dealing damage and setting them and other nearby enemies on fire for 5 seconds. Again, you have this burning damage, nice damage over time for 5 seconds. A Big Bada Boom was 7 seconds as a reminder. Excuse me. And finally, the Violet ability, Thirst for Blood. Daredevil ignores a portion of the armor of enemies she has set on fire. So this ability right here has got most of us scratching our heads. If you wanted to have higher armor penetration, then why not just give her more armor penetration? Why are we wasting a skill slot on this ability? You only gain increased armor penetration against those enemies that are on fire. So unless Big Bada Boom has happened, which, you know, it does a little bit into the fight, unless Firefight has happened, you're doing drastically less damage. So she's doing drastically little to no damage for a good chunk of the beginning of the fight. Contrast that with the mobile version of the game. Fights are over in like 10 seconds. The mobile version of Daredevil is incredible. Daredevil has 3 skins. Her default skin, of course, is agility. Her rowdy skin is critical hit chance, and her romantic skin, this is the newest skin, this is health. And one of the big issues with Daredevil, one of the biggest issues, I should say, of all of the issues with Daredevil, is her health stat. So normally I would recommend leveling up those plus damage abilities first, such as critical hit or armor penetration. But in Daredevil's case, you need to level up her health first. Dramatically low health compared to the rest of the heroes in the game. Very low. I think she's bottom 2 or bottom 3. Very, very questionable stats there. Very questionable stats. When it comes to glyphs, same kind of situation. I would level up health first and then critical hit. Armor penetration, you can probably swap armor penetration and critical hit back and forth. It really depends on the rest of your team. If you're focusing on critical hit with a Sebastian, maybe a Jet, then you'll want to level up critical hit first. If you're using Daredevil as a standalone marksman, then I would probably do armor penetration first. All that being said, you want to level both of them up before physical attack and agility. She increases the physical attack of the entire team. Nice little bonus to stats there. It probably would be nicer if it was armor penetration to the whole team, but, you know, it is it is what it is. I would probably level up her book first, being that she's a damage dealer. Warrior's Code is critical hit chance and physical attack, and then finally the ring last. So Daredevil, before she got her update, she was dead battery. 100% she was dead battery. Now you can build a team around her, so you could call it stop sign tier. She is okay. She's not nearly as competitive as some of the other marksmen in the game, such as Kira, Elmer, even Ju, Astrid, and Lucas. She's just not as good. I would not recommend leveling up Daredevil on Facebook to really anybody, but there are some uses for her, and that's probably more of my personal opinion. If you really like Daredevil, you can make her work. She's not dead battery. You definitely need to build a team around her. She's got really low health. Keep that in mind. Really low health, so you probably want to use Astaroth with her. You probably want to use Sebastian with her as well. And I mean, somebody, maybe another armor artifact like Astrid and Lucas, or maybe Helios in the back. I don't know. Maybe Martha in the back for more armor. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too happy about Daredevil on Facebook. I'm not excited about her at all. And when anybody asks me, I usually tell them to try somebody else, unless they're just in love with Daredevil. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe there's an awesome Daredevil Facebook team out there. Maybe with the addition of Albus, Sebastian providing pure damage to Daredevil, and Albus on top of that doing extra pure. Albus is is one of the pets that you can patron, increases pure damage output. Maybe in that situation, this Daredevil team would be good. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about Daredevil on Facebook. Let me know if you guys have got a good team and where it sits in arena and how effective you are, and I would be interesting to chat with anybody who has made Daredevil on Facebook work. With all that being said, I want to wrap the video up here. I got a cool video, cool Daredevil mobile tier list discussion coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But if you do want to hang out or maybe chat a little bit more, I will be live streaming after this video. You can see the schedule for my live stream on screen now. Check it out if you want to join. Link to the live streams are in the description. It's just my YouTube channel or my Facebook page. If you don't want to hang out, that's cool too. I love you all. Good luck in Dominion.